Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well today. Today, we're going to talk about psychic communication amongst divine feminine, divine masculine, between you and your specific person, your mirror soul. And again, I'm basing a lot of the things on A Course in Miracles. My name is Lakshmi Anand, aka you can call me Lux, as in Goldilocks. So I'm basing it all on other things like what I've learned in trauma release and as an MSW. As I said, a student of the Course in Miracles since the early 1990s, and the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous and other such various programs, and being a yogi, etc. Just and laws of manifestation, law of one, etc. Um, so the psychic communication, it grows as you go on this journey, if you will, that with this specific person or this mirror soul in your heart. In A Course in Miracles, it talks about the ability, and I'm looking at my notes here. It looks at the holy relationship as a place. This is actually the home of the Holy Spirit, or Christ consciousness, or God Himself. That is actually the temple. Is not like a building or even your body. No, it's not the body. It is the relationship between you and your person. It is the holy relationship where two or more are gathered, there I am amongst them. So that's just one of the phrases. It's that's biblical, of course. That is one phrase that supports one idea that supports this idea that there's that third energy between the mirror souls. There's a third energy that enters when you ask the Holy Spirit, God, Christ, to enter and take charge of your special relationship, which was ego based in the old ideas of like a transactional relationship. You do this for me, I do this for you. If you don't do this, I'm going to get mad, etc. That's ego based, not unconditional love, but conditional love. So we're transitioning into an era where hopefully most of us, into a place where there's more and more unconditional love happening. You notice that there's a breakdown of the traditional relationship. This is for a reason. Everything is perfect as it is. And yes, many people are saying, oh, it's like, it's awful, it's terrible. Well, we can look at it that way if we choose to. But everything is perfect as it is, and everything is for you. It's not being done to you, it's being done for you. This whole world that is for you, for your highest good. Whether it seems like it, may not feel like it, or look like it a lot of times, but it is. So to turn this, to take this, even if you haven't yet turned the relationship, ask God, Christ, to Christ consciousness, Holy Spirit, to enter this your special relationship and turn it over. If it's getting more and more painful, that is a sign that you're being, the ego is running the show. But it's a, if you turn it over to a higher power, then yeah, there's going to be things are going to be flipped for a while, but they're already probably flipping. It's more like a slow, like you're trying to control the process, right? Trying to control and manage it. And like if we go to step one, where we, of the 12 steps, we admitted that we were powerless over blah, 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 people, places, and things. We admitted we were powerless and that our life had become unmanageable. Okay, right? You may be there and it's like you're just grasping on in this relationship, trying to manage, trying to manipulate, trying to say the right thing, and it's just not working. They're not doing what you would like them to do. They're not being cooperative, let's say. So, and it doesn't mean, well, we'll get there, but the main thing is about your sanity in it, and that's actually the next step. We came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Sanity is not boring. Sanity is peace, joy, and love, and balance and groundedness. So that's what but to get back to the psychic communication, you and your person are one. You've been given one, and this is also in A Course in Miracles. You've been given one who you're going to learn from about. They're going to help you awaken, and if you invite the divine into that relationship, it's going to happen a lot faster. However, you will probably see things flip for a while and look like they're getting out of hand, but really what it is things are coming up to be healed. And believe me, that they are going through it too. They are going through the mental part of it, whether it looks like it or not. They're also being divinely led, and there are things that are manifesting or that are happening behind the scenes, that bridges of events that you do not know about, but they are there. I used to not think that they were feeling anything and couldn't understand it, but it was just so confusing. But believe it, they are being divinely led. They are feeling what you're feeling. They handle it in a whole different way. Okay? If you're the divine feminine, you're chasing, you're trying to figure out what they're thinking, you're freaking out, you're texting, you're energetically, you're just thinking about them all the time. And that's part of the psychic communication. That is part of it. They could be actually pulling on your energy because they're not forgetting about you either. Masculine energy just does not talk about it. And there's many just regular teachers that talk about this. The divine masculine holds things to their chest. That's a masculine energy. They don't reveal their plan. They don't say what's going on. The divine feminine, the feminine is like, we talk, right? The feminine energy talks and communicates, but this is about communication in the fifth dimension. So you've got to come inside and start connecting with your body. This is a kind of a telephone system right here. This is a communication tool. But in our energetic chakra system, the solar plexus, the heart area, and the mind, these energetic systems, you'll start to increasingly have psychic communication. You'll have that Kundalini energy rising up inside you, initiated by the divine masculine for Kundalini activation, and you're going to start having, it's just going to get stronger and stronger over time. And I'm not talking weeks. For me, I'm not going to say what it could be for anybody else, but it took months for this to slowly grow. And then it was like, I would get hints that, more and more hints that when we would interact, we would come out of separation and he would be doing things that I knew that he was doing or thinking or saying. Now, was that a premonition? Was that or something I manifested, or both? Okay, is it the chicken or the egg? It it gets pretty deep. So it's actually that they are you. So you are actually manifesting, and you think you predicted it, but it's prophetic, but you are manifesting that communication. You are manifesting a certain version of them that thinks and behaves the way you thought. Now there's a lag in 3D. It gets kind of complicated, but the thing is that they do feel what you think they feel. You and they care for you. They love you how you love them. If you're hating, if you're mad, they likely are too. That's the irony. That's how we teach her that there are mirrors. So yeah, mirrors. So, and kind of inverse in ways. But this is it. This whole relationship is a tool for your awakening. They are you. They're your mirror, and that's how we learn. So, in this, there is false communication. Anything that is not loving is false communication, actually. What is of love? Love is the only thing that's real. So, the loving thoughts that you have, the loving predictions, the loving manifestations are what is real communication. And that is what is being, that energy is what is being, that loving energy is being cultivated. That's true communication. And it's being cultivated between you and your specific person. So you've got to work through to get to that true communication. Doesn't mean you don't ever get mad or anything like that. We don't want suppression of feelings. You're going to have to work through the trauma, your past trauma, your negative feelings, acknowledge them, be present with them, love yourself through them, just like you would love a child who is crying and hurting. You love yourself, because if you have that pain body going on inside you, the way to reparent and heal that within yourself is to be present. Notate, look up the Sedona method and the triple welcoming method. Look up some of those. And anyway, if you would like some more help about with some of this, I'm available. And my email link is in the information on this channel. If you would, it really helps if you like, share, and subscribe, so that we can get this information out to more people that are really, really hurting, because this is like the most painful thing. People die over this, people they get in deep despair over these situations. Just like, share, and subscribe, if you will, so we can get this word out to those that are still hurting. And you have a great day to have a great life. See you soon. Bye for now.